they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, Collinsville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a Kahok. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1, 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm by my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the chiefin' crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right. Now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm in the back cause everybody rolling with me. K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Look, all the freshmen, all the fresh sophomores,
High school champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good evening, everyone, as we welcome you to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here on the campus of Collinsville High School. I'm Todd Duke, and glad that you're with us here for a Tuesday evening of some Lady Kahok volleyball as your Collinsville Lady Kahawks get ready to take on the Edwardsville Lady Tigers. And again, my name is Todd Duke. Welcome into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network, brought to you by the fine folks at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey, where he and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville, or give them a call at 343-3602 or online, chiropracticworks@collinsville.com. Well, the Kahawks come into this contest with an overall record of 7-22. They are 0-5 in Southwestern Conference play. Flip the coin, Edwardsville comes in at 14-4, and the Lady Tigers are 6-0 in Southwestern Conference play. Katie McCarthy is the first-year head coach for Collinsville, going through a little bit of a rebuilding season here and a injury-plagued season as well. Heather Olau is in her second year as the head coach of the Edwardsville Lady Tigers, and she has a 22-4 record. That's right. She didn't lose a game last year. Edwardsville won 8-0 in the COVID-shortened season. No playoffs for anyone that year. Big numbers to pass along to you right now off the bat of this is the sets won category. This year, Collinsville has won 17 sets and have lost 45. In Southwestern Conference play, Lady Kahawks have only won 2 sets so far this year and have lost 10. For Edwardsville, they have won 32 sets on the season, and they've lost only 9, and those are all non-conference lost sets because in the conference, they are 12-0. And Edwardsville, they haven't lost a Southwestern Conference match since 2015, 6 years ago. They lost to O'Fallon in 3 sets, so they are a juggernaut, and they're continuing to rise. Lady Kahawks, they went 2-3 in the Triad tournament over the weekend. Lost the first 2 matches to Springfield Lutheran, 25-11, 25-14. Lost for the 3rd time this season to Chatham Glenwood, 25-16. Collinsville won that first set, but then dropped the last 2 sets, 25-19 and 15-7. Both of those were on Friday. A better showing on Saturday. They beat Jerseyville despite dropping the first set, 25-19. The Kahawks then took control of the rest of that match, 25-9 in the second set. And then a little closer in that third and deciding set, 25-11. They lost to Salem 25-23 in the first set of the final match, but then they came back and won 25-21 and 15-8. Beat Jerseyville again, 25-17, both matches. Right before this tournament, they beat A. St. Louis in a doubleheader match. Collinsville has now won 4 of their last 7 matches. Tigers, they saw a 6-match win streak end on Thursday at Koryezu over in St. Louis. They played 5 sets in that one. Edwardsville won the first 2 sets. Koryezu then won the next 3. Edwardsville's other 3 losses on the year, back-to-back matches in the Effingham tournament. That was over the September 11th weekend. They lost to Plainfield North and to Mater Dei, and the only other loss was to Eureka, and that was on their court at home on September 4th. They hardly ever lose on their court. I had a chance just a little while ago to catch up with Collinsville head coach Katie McCarthy. We will pass that conversation on to you next as the Chiropractic Works pregame show continues here on the Kahok Sports Network.
At Chiropractic Works, our mission is to help as many people live as high quality of life for as long as possible without the use of drugs and surgery. We have state-of-the-art testing available to see if we think we might be able to help you with any health issues that you're dealing with. Whether it's neck pain, back pain, headache, sinus, allergies, numbness, tingling, shoulder, elbow, wrist, hip, knee, or ankle problems, we've helped many people solve these issues with drugs. If you'd like to get to the root cause of your health problems, feel free to give us a call and schedule a consultation or patient exam to see if we think we might be able to help you.
Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Code 3 Barbecue Supply is your home for one-of-a-kind everything barbecue headquarters, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs and sauces and donates 25 cents a unit sold to first responder and military organizations to aid the fallen and assist with suicide prevention and PTSD awareness. Stop on by. See the guys at Code 3 Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of the Memphis in May first place world champion Patriot sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at code3spices.com. The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com.
And we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. We are back in Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium tonight as we get you ready for some girls volleyball Southwestern Conference match between Collinsville and Edwardsville. Those are always fun. Joining us now is Katie McCarthy, the Lady Kahawks volleyball head coach. Coach, let's go back in time. Let's take you back to the East St. Louis matchup. I was very surprised to hear that was a doubleheader matchup. How did that happen?
Yeah, so we were supposed to travel to East St. Louis in August, and they were unable to play that night. And so instead of trying to work around our crazy schedules, we decided that it would make more sense logistically to just play them 2 matches in a row to knock out both those games. Just, it's a really short season, but we play a lot of games in the amount of time. So trying to fit them in like on a Tuesday or Thursday night would have been pretty difficult. So we were able to get 2 wins in one night, which was pretty nice. And we started a little bit later, so the girls got to go have some team bonding before and all that good stuff. So I think it really helped, team morale. So that was good.
All right, then we flash forward to the Triad tournament that just held this past weekend. You guys won 2 out of the 3 games you played, or was it a little bit more than that?
Yep, 2 out of 3. So we we played Chatham again for the 3rd time. I don't think I've ever played them in my life, and now here we are playing them 3 times in a season. But we were able to take them to 3 sets and play them pretty competitively until the end of the 3rd set, which was good. We had a lot of fun this weekend, and taking 2 wins away was a good accomplishment for us. So
playing the same team 3 times as 1 year is almost unheard of. Did you think maybe it gave them an advantage over you because you're the familiarity with it?
Yeah, so probably. And I, the first 2 times they played us, we had Riri, which makes a big difference on our lineup and where everybody else kind of falls. So they're had a little bit different look at us. But yeah, I think they had a little bit more of knowledge about who we were going to go to, going probably to Sydney every time and knowing some more inside outs about that. So that definitely probably helped them win a little bit there.
All right, let's talk about your freshman team. I understand that they're not going to be playing anymore because of numbers, injuries, things like that. Explain what happened when all that took place.
Yeah, so we made that decision last week. We had our JV team started out super solid, and then within like the last month, we've lost 3 of those girls to injuries, and then 1 decided to leave the team, or 2 decided to leave the team just for personal reasons, things going on at home and stuff like that. So we just weren't able to fill the freshman team and the JV team to play at the same time. And when you start to play all 3 right in a row, it gets to be pretty long nights. So we made the decision to just play our JV team. And as you can see right now, it's mostly consisting of freshmen. So it's a pretty good experience for them. Hopefully that will play a positive role in their experience next year. So they're all getting some good experience. Girls that are playing, they're still playing the same positions. They just get a little bit faster of a game. So hopefully that will play out well for us in the future. So.
And I think that was necessitated a little bit by the injuries on the varsity team too, because every time there's an injury up high, you got to move people up.
Yeah. So we have an injury. We have 2 injuries on our varsity team right now. Solid girls that at one point were playing 6 rotations on the court. So losing them really has an impact on what's going on. And I think we joked at practice yesterday that I think we're on our 900th starting lineup of the season. It's just every night we come out, and that creates a good bond between the girls, but it's also pretty challenging to have to overcome having a new girl sitting next to you every night, or a new girl playing next to you, or a serve receiving next to you. So that's played a little bit into I think some of the things that have been happening this season. I keep calling it the season of adversity. We have had a lot of issues happen. I thought last year, was supposed to be our COVID bad year, but we've had a lot of stuff thrown our way, and the girls, have stayed strong together. So we just keep overcoming adversity and the things that come our way. But yeah, so hopefully it'll make us stronger in the end.
All right, you have Edwardsville here tonight. You visited their place on September 2nd. That didn't go too well. You lost both sets 25-10, and they kind of just took it to you.
Yeah, that was, playing Edwardsville is always a challenge. They have a solid middle school program, like the DIS age program, and they just, kind of breed volleyball players over there. And we, struggled a little bit, but I think that was kind of a turning point in our season where we realized, we have to keep coming into the gym and working hard every day and really focusing on things on how to get better. So hopefully tonight our outcome's a little bit different, but we'll see how it goes.
Season's winding down. You got seedings coming out this week and a schedule at the end of the week for the playoffs. What are you trying to get accomplished? What do you want to see from your girls here tonight versus Edwardsville? Very tough team. But going forward and heading into the regionals, which we're hosting this year.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. The girls are excited to host a regional. It's fun to be able to not have to travel to somewhere else and be in the familiar gym and all that good stuff. And it's exciting to be able to come to the games, even if we're not playing in them. But I am looking for us to continue to play hard together. I keep telling our seniors, this is your last chance to prove something, to work hard together. It's the last time that this group of girls are going to get to play together, so really cherishing those moments and coming together as a team and not letting the score define our momentum and our energy.
Thanks for the visit, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you.
As Katie McCarthy, your Lady Kahok volleyball head coach. We'll take a break here on the Chiropractic Works pregame show. When we come back, starting lineups, more names and more numbers if we have time. All that and more coming up on the Kahok Sports Network. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Whether building a new home, making an addition to the home you currently own, or finally getting around to that remodeling job you've been putting off, Pace Design and Construction in Maryville can help. Pace Design and Construction is a building and remodeling contractor you can trust. They provide the highest quality, they are dedicated to their customers, and are committed to completing your project on time and within budget. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Give them a call at 618-407-5466, online at pacedesignconstruct.com, or on Facebook at Pace Construction Design.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Just because you can cut your own hair doesn't mean you should. The Shop, a great place in Collinsville for men and boys haircuts, is where you should take your hair. The Shop is owned and operated by Collinsville High School graduates Danny Kress and Jody Neiman, and is located at 103 South Seminary Street in Uptown Collinsville. The Shop isn't just another place to get a haircut, as Danny and Jody take great joy in getting to know their clients and look forward to turning those clients into friends. When you sit in a stylish chair at the Shop, Jody and Danny pride themselves on getting to know you well enough to say, the usual? So, men and boys, if you're tired of the same old cookie-cutter approach to haircuts, check out Danny and Jody at the Shop. You may just walk out with not only a fantastic cut, but you may also walk out with a friend. Or two. The Shop in Collinsville, 618-772-7175. No appointment necessary. The Shop, 103 South Seminary in Uptown Collinsville.
The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahawkSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org. Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884.
And once again, welcome back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here on the campus of Collinsville High School. I am Todd Duke. Glad that you're with us here on the Kahok Sports Network, where it looks as if we are experiencing more technical difficulties. I got freezing screen, and I don't know what else to do, folks. I honestly don't. I took down the recording. That's why you saw the big orange screen up there for a little while, and reset the recording here in the huddle camera, and it's still freezing up and doing all kinds of glitchy things. So, honestly, I don't know what to do, so I guess we're just going to have to deal with what we have, and we will try to figure it out some other point. I don't know. It's been ongoing here for a couple of weeks, and I'm sure you can tell by the inflection in my voice that I'm a little frustrated. But we are working on it. We're trying to get it figured out. You're just going to have to kind of deal with it for this volleyball game here tonight. All right, so we're going to take a break, and we're going to come back and tell you the starting lineups, and we'll do that here in just a little bit on the Kahok Sports Network.
All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number one on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent customer service. Do we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or on Facebook at All Pro Tees. Or call All Pro Tees at 344-2200.
Plumbing or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background-checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
Are the lights on your dashboard putting on a show? Bring it to Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is also a T3 certified tire center. They can handle all of the basics like oil changes and tune-ups and the not-so-basics like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations, Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville. The Collinsville location is at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611, online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook.
And once again, welcome back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here on the campus of Collinsville High School. I am Todd Duke, and we certainly are glad that you're with us here on the Kahok Sports Network. Looks like after that round of commercials, my Huddle camera feed's not glitching anymore. Go figure. I do stuff, and nothing happens. I don't do stuff, and things get worked out. I don't know, man. I'm just a broadcaster. I never signed up for all this technical mumbo-jumbo, that's for sure. All right, let's continue here with the pregame show. We'll get to the starters here in a minute. These two teams played each other at Edwardsville back on September the 2nd. Kahoks lost in 2 sets, 25-10 in both of those sets. Riri Hill-Russell led the way for Collinsville with 4 kills. Sydney Summer had 1 kill and 1 ace. Just to show you how different it was, Edwardsville's Emma Gardner and Gabby Say each had 6 kills, and Chloe Carban had 5 kills, and the team as a whole had 7 aces. So a little bit of a lopsided victory, and it continues to be that way. The history between these two teams is all Edwardsville. Edwardsville has won 32 matches over the last 22 years. Collinsville has won 6, and that includes a 3-1 mark in the playoffs. Last time Collinsville won even a set from Edwardsville was 3 years ago. September of 2018, they took the middle set in a 2-1 loss. Since 2007, the Kahoks have only won 3 sets against Edwardsville. They did so in 2018, 2013, and 2007. The last true win was in the 2007 playoffs. That was Michelle Barch-Hackley's senior season 14 years ago. Collinsville won 2-1 in the regional championship game. All games were close, 25-19, 25-23 twice, and that was at Edwardsville. And Collinsville that year went on to win the sectional championship over Moline. And then Normal lost to Naperville in the super sectional that year, 2-0. The last regular season win between these two clubs. Remember, that was the last win was in the playoffs. The last one was 2006. That was here at home, 25-13, 25-23. Also the last time Collinsville won in 2 sets over Edwardsville as well. So the Kahoks also had wins over Edwardsville in 1999, 2004, and 2005, and that was the last regular season win at Edwardsville in 2005. And the Tigers knocked the Kahoks out of the playoffs. Remember, I told you that Edwardsville was 3-1. Well, that one win was 2007. And Edwardsville knocked the Kahoks out of the postseason in 3 years in a row, 2008, 2009, and in 2010. Just about ready to go. Here are your starters for Edwardsville. You will find Caitlin Conway as the libero. Your outside hitters, Emma Gardner and Sydney Davis. Your middle blockers are Sydney Harris and Claire Donovan. Your setter is Alexi Griffin, and the right side hitter is Gabby Say. For Collinsville, their libero is Emma Stouthammer. Middle blockers, Jenna Scheller and Sophia Kiefner. Your outside hitters are Aubrey Johnson and Sydney Summer, and your setters are Addie Johnson and Mackenzie Johnson. Here is Lexi Griffin ready to serve things up in the backcourt. She does so. We are underway, and Collinsville tries to set up the first point over to Sydney Summer. She hits it across the way from far court to near. There was a good block up front there by Kiefner. Kiefner, saved by the libero Stouthammer, and now getting it over is Addie Johnson. And here comes Edwardsville down the line. Another nice block. Collinsville keeps it alive. Stouthammer trying to set it up front for Mackenzie Johnson. She does so off of a partial block up front. Now back into the back, it's Say, and that's saved on our back line by Aubrey Johnson. Here is Summer. Sends it out to the back and right up into the air, and then over in the corner. That one's in on a slammerooski there by Sydney Davis from the near sideline to the far sideline. 1-0 in favor of Edwardsville. Edwardsville on the right side of your screen. They have on the black shorts and the orange shirts. Their libero is wearing the white jersey. Collinsville on the other side, dressed in purple shorts, white jerseys, and our libero, Emma Stouthammer, in the purple jersey. Edwardsville with the ball. Say off the top of the net, and that one's in, and 2-0 in favor of Edwardsville. JV games went quickly, as you might have heard in the pregame interview with head coach Katie McCarthy. No more freshman volleyball this year for Collinsville. Freshman team and the sophomore team have combined to make the JV team, as we're running a little bit short-handed, and it wasn't pretty. In the JV side, Collinsville lost to Edwardsville 25-8 in the first match and only 25-4 in the second match, and the Edwardsville Tigers are out to 3 straight points here. Wow. JV soccer team won over Alton by a score of 10-0. How about that? All right. Back to action here, 3-0, and that was a partial tip out of bounds. And it's 4-0 quickly in favor of Edwardsville. So now the JV soccer team is 12-3-3 on the year. Thanks to Coach Hayes for sending me that. And Collinsville picks up the first point here in this first set, 4-1. Edwardsville with the lead as Sydney Summer will go back to serve for Collinsville. And that serve on the way, and it's picked up in the backcourt by Garner. And then over on the side, and that one is out of bounds. They're going to give the point to Collinsville. I think the Edwardsville girls were complaining that somebody on Collinsville's side of the net touched it, but not the case. 4-2. Edwardsville with the 2-point advantage here in this first set. Here is a hit to the libero Conway, and now Edwardsville has to play the ball out of bounds and move it up, and they barely keep it alive. And now a setup over here for Davis. She gets it over, not like she wanted to, but she got it over. Now Johnson partially blocked, and then it hits the bottom of the scoreboard up above the volleyball net, and that point belongs to Edwardsville. 5-2 in favor of Edwardsville. Of course, now the screen's all messing up again, I can see, so I don't know. I'm just along for the ride anymore. I can't figure it out. Sydney Davis is back to serve for Edwardsville. She does so, and it's picked up by Aubrey Johnson. Addie Johnson moves it to the back for Mackenzie Johnson. All 3 Johnson girls touch the ball that go-round. Now a skill shot big time by Gabby Say, and it's a 6-2 advantage for Edwardsville. In the kill department, Gabby Say leads her team with 136 kills. She's averaging 3.3 kills per game and a kill percentage of 37. Here's Collinsville's and Aubrey Johnson into the back, and it's picked up by Davis. Now moved over to the side, and right down that side, Emma Garner slams it home for another Tiger point. And it's 7-2. Back to serve it up one more time, Sydney Davis. Davis does so, picked up by Stouthammer. And now Addie Johnson sets it up backwards for Mackenzie Johnson. Picked up again by Davis in the backcourt. Over onto the side for Say, and she exploited that empty spot there in the middle of the court. 8-2 in favor of Edwardsville. Davis back to serve another one in. Here it is. Picked up by Sydney Summer. Addie Johnson moves it up into the air, back to Summer, and over into the corner it goes, and Davis picks that one up. And now, right in the middle, a big slam shot there by Claire Donovan. And it's 9-2 in favor of Edwardsville. Leader for kills for Collinsville. That's Sydney Summer with 101. Gabby Say, as I mentioned, with 136, so a large difference there. Here's Emma Stouthammer high in the sky with that dig, and now Sydney Summer takes it to the back corner, and it's too far. 10-2 in favor of the Tigers. Timeout on the floor called by Katie McCarthy and her K-Hawks. We'll step aside as well, and we're back in just a moment on the K-Hawk Sports Network.
Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Brady Pest and Termite Management is your local pest control source. The Midwest offers its fair share of pest problems, and Brady Pest and Termite Management is up to the challenge. Whether it's pesky rodents in the cold winter months or ants, spiders, and other pests in the warm months, Brady Pest and Termite is your solution. And termites? Brady Pest is tops in the Metro East in termite management. Do you have unwanted pests? Then call the best. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Call 343-1790 or on Facebook at Brady Pest and Termite.
Drink it in. Powerful, vibrant, nutrient-rich fuel for healthy, active, experience-rich lives. So you can be your best self, live your best life, and rule the day.
Back at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, Collinsville picks up that point, 10-3 now in favor of Edwardsville. We are, okay, actually it was 11-0, not 10-0. That boys JV game was soccer game. And the varsity team getting underway here probably in just a few moments. We'll have soccer for you Thursday night from Kahok Stadium, as the boys take on Belleville East. Their season winding down. First playoff game is October 20th. Number 1 seed. They'll be playing at Alton, and they'll be taking on Alton in the first game, the regional semifinal. Back to action here. That's a nice block, but a point for Collinsville on a net violation by Edwardsville. So Collinsville trailing now 11-4. Addie Johnson heads out of the game, and Talisha Gilmore steps in while Mackenzie Johnson goes back to serve. And there's a big kill there. Holy smokes. Gabby Say put some smoke on that ball. Man, oh man. Gabby Say, number 1 on her team in blocks, too, with 41. And those are the 2 categories that she shows up in the top 3. Sydney Summer taking over the kill category for Collinsville after Riri Hill-Russell went down with an injury. She got stuck at 79 kills before she could attempt another one. And it's 12-4 here in favor of Edwardsville as the Tigers serve. Picked up in the backcourt by Aubrey Johnson, set up by Mackenzie Johnson back to the freshman. That was probably heading out of bounds, but that was saved by Madison Veith for Collinsville, although she doesn't play for Collinsville. Doesn't matter anyway. Edwardsville gets the point. And young Madison Veith will go back to serve. It's on the way. And picked up, moved over. Sydney Summer with the chance to try to kill it. She can't do it. And the libero picks it up over here. And that one's a little bit too far off of the hands of Emma Gardner. And Collinsville will serve it up. Here is Aubrey Johnson. We've seen her go on some service runs here this year. And that's a good one. And Conway picks it up. Over on the far side, Garner. Nice block. Good block out over there by the tag team match of Jenna Scheller and Sydney Summer. 13-6 is the score. Aubrey Johnson serves another one. And that one is out of bounds. Right over the head of Emma Garner. 14-6, Edwardsville has the lead. Serve. Stouthammer picks it up. Nice save by Scheller. And nothing we can do after that. So 15-6 in favor of Edwardsville. Back to serve it up once again is Emma Gardner. And Stouthammer has a go off of her arm and straight back. Caitlin Conway leads her team in serves for Edwardsville. 192 serves with just 12 errors. Sydney Summer leads that category for Collinsville. 151 serves and also 12 errors. And that is out of bounds, so that'll be an error on Emma Garner. And it's 16-7 in favor of Edwardsville. Told you about the blocks. Gabby Say leads her team. Leading Collinsville on the year is Riri Hill-Russell with 15, even though she's not playing anymore. Jenna Scheller just had a nice one there, so she's at least tied Riri in that category. Here's a serve by the Kahawks' Megan Summer. So we got the Summer girls out there and almost all the Johnson girls out there. Collinsville picks up another point there after a little discussion with the net judge. So 16-8, Collinsville has trimmed the lead in half. Another serve coming up by Megan Summer. She does so, pop fly, and it's picked up back there by Garner. Now moved over to the side. Davis with a shot that is dug up by Megan Summer, but straight out of bounds, 17-8 in favor of Edwardsville. On the defensive side of things, for Edwardsville, Conway has taken 259 serves and committed 16 errors, good for a percentage of 93.8. That one's off of a hand and out of bounds. Collinsville will pick up the point. And on the Kahawk side of things, Sydney Summer leads. She has dug up 245 serves on the year, committed 15 errors, 93.8. So both of them with the same percentage. One less error for Sydney Summer than Conway, but Conway has handled 14 more serves. Edwardsville slams it down, and a nice try there on the dig by Addie Johnson. Her and her younger sister, Aubrey, were right next to each other, and I think all that Addie could do was stick her arm out there to make contact with the ball. And it's 18-9 in favor of Edwardsville. Back to serve is Lexi Griffin. She does so. Picked up in the back by Megan Summer. Now sent over to her sister Sydney by Addie Johnson, but a miss hit by Sydney goes right into the net, 19-9 in favor of Collinsville. You know, this is supposed to be down here. And almost, and now it is out of bounds. So a ball that goes out of bounds by Edwardsville, and Collinsville picks up the point. Now I'm watching myself move the Ogle sign down where it was supposed to be. Oh, that's a long delay. There's a shot picked up on the other side by Garner. Now a kill shot, and that one's off the net, and that confused Addie Johnson. She was getting ready to dive for it, but then it hit the net and stayed up longer than she thought it was going to. And then, of course, the ball will come down eventually, but by then she was already on the ground. 20-10, Edwardsville with the lead. Back in the back, picked up by Johnson. Moved over by Megan Summer. Now Aubrey Johnson over into the far side corner where it's picked up by Conway. Back over this way for Garner. Blocked out. What a nice block that was by Mackenzie Johnson. Good point there by the Kahawks. Couple of exchanges of players going on here as Jenna Scheller comes back in and will take the place of Sophia Kiefner, and then Emma Stouthammer, the libero, doesn't have to check in. She comes in and takes the place of Megan Summer. Stouthammer to serve, and a nice serve it is, and that one is going to, Edwardsville finds a way, don't they? But that's out of bounds. They found a way to get it over, did the Tigers. That was an awesome serve there by Stouthammer. 20-12, Collinsville trails by 8. Long way to go. There is Stouthammer. Emma sends the ball over. Picked up low by Conway. And then a kill shot on that far side sideline by Gabby Say. 21-12. Edwardsville with the lead. Sydney Harris checks back into the game for Edwardsville. Taking the place of Donovan. And the libero Conway serves, dug up by Sydney Summer, and while she dug it up, she sent it over the net. Now another nice block there by Scheller, but unfortunately it's blocked out of bounds. Went more to the right than straight down. 22-12 in favor of Edwardsville. Summer picks it up. Addie Johnson sets it up for Mackenzie Johnson. Finds its mark. And now a block try by Collinsville, but it never did come down on their side of the net. On the other side, excuse me. And it's 23-12 in favor of Edwardsville. Tigers are 2 points away from wrapping up this first set. Another serve on the way and picked up from one libero to the other. Now Addie Johnson sets it up for Jenna Scheller off of a block up front. Edwardsville keeps it alive. Now another block, and it stays on Collinsville's side once again. And it's 24-12. Edwardsville 1 point away from securing set number one. Addie Johnson back to Mackenzie Johnson, and too hard. That's going to do it for this first set, 25-12, won by Edwardsville. I want to welcome one of our newest sponsors, the Lucky Fox Sports Bar over in Caseyville, right down the road here from Collinsville High School. Michelle Lively and the crew. Very happy to have them on board, and we look forward to a number of years where they are sponsoring Kahok Sports for you here on the Kahok Sports Network. Calling all sports fans. Looking for a great place to watch the game with your crew? Look no further than the Lucky Fox Sports Bar in Caseyville. The Lucky Fox shows Collinsville Kahawk sports on the big screen, plus UFC fights, boxing, Cardinals and Blues, and all of the NFL games with the NFL ticket and enough TVs that you'll be sure to find the game you want. And the food? How about Taco Tuesdays, Wing Wednesdays, plus burgers, sandwiches, pizza, steak, and more, including great drink specials and the coldest brew in town. And don't forget to try your luck at the Lucky Fox Gaming Room. Dine in and catch a game, or order carryout with the Lucky Fox. The Lucky Fox Sports Bar, 1101 Caseyville Road, right across the street from Kahawk Stadium. Open daily at 11 a.m. Check out the Lucky Fox Facebook page for daily specials. The Lucky Fox, 618-855-9500. First National Bank of Waterloo, with over 100 years serving the Metro East. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo at their Maryville and Collinsville locations for all of your banking, mortgage, and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, call the Collinsville team at First National Bank of Waterloo at 618-345-1121 or visit their Maryville and Collinsville locations or online at fnbwaterloo.bank. First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Projects in and around your home can be daunting and overwhelming. Take the stress out of those projects and let AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions do all the heavy lifting. Former Kahawk Adam Welly can help knock those projects off your list. From framing drywall, painting, and stair work inside to deck work, hardscapes, and concrete and retaining wall construction outside your home, including power washing and brush removal. Whatever the task,
AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions can help. Call Adam Welly for a free estimate at AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions, 314-252-8010. That's 314-252-8010.
Honestly, I don't even know what to do anymore. I'm sure my voice is either so far behind the play or so far ahead of the play, it's not even funny. I don't know. It's like 30 seconds delay or something between, I don't know. 1-0 in favor of the Tigers. I'm just going to do what I do and not even look at it anymore. 1-1. Collinsville gets a point back. Yeah, see, I look. That looks like a jumbled mess. Jeez. Whew. I'm sorry that you have to watch that. So I tell you what, why don't you just not watch? Why don't you just close your eyes and just listen? How about that? We'll go the old-fashioned way. Pretend you're on the radio. Back to serve. It is Megan Summer. Summer sends it over the net, and it's picked up there by the libero Conway. And then over onto the side, what a big block there by Collinsville. Went straight up in the air, stayed over on the right side of the net this time. And then a kill shot by Say, but that's picked up by Megan Summer. And now Mackenzie Johnson gets it over. Picked up over there by Conway, the libero. And then a slam down by Claire Donovan, and that point belongs to Edwardsville, 2-1 in favor of the Tigers. These girls standing all the way over on this near sideline, all the way back in the corner. Here is Caitlin Conway serving it up, and a nice dig that went over the net from Megan Summer, and then once Addie Johnson moved back away from the net, Sydney Harris went straight up into the air, and all she had to do was put it straight down, and there was an open spot there, and it's now 3-1 in favor of Edwardsville. Another Conway serve is across the net, picked up, and Collinsville tries to save it. Mackenzie Johnson does. And now a setup. Edwardsville misfired on the setup. Now Collinsville will set it up, and Aubrey Johnson, that is in. And Collinsville picks up the point, 3-2 in favor of Edwardsville. Mackenzie Johnson, the senior, back to serve for the Lady Kahawks as Talisha Gilmore checks back in. Serve picked up on the far side by Edwardsville. Set up over here on the near side and off of a block up front. That one counts for Collinsville as that ball ends up going out of bounds, 3-3. Kahawks have come back to tie it. Another serve coming up here for Mackenzie Johnson. Johnson sends it deep into the back line where it's picked up and moved up front off of a block up front. Collinsville keeps it alive. Getting it over was the freshman Aubrey Johnson. And after that, Emma Gardner goes for a kill shot that's off of one of the young ladies' hands up front, and down it goes, and Edwardsville is back out front 4-3. Yeah, I don't know, King. Couldn't tell you, man. I've been dealing with these problems for about 3 weeks now. Soccer games, football games, volleyball games. I do not know what is going on. Trying to work on it, but it's a long and tedious process, especially during homecoming week. Everybody here is busy, including the IT guys. So the only thing that I know is going to happen is they're going to put a hard line in the press box at the football field so I can plug in instead of use the Wi-Fi, and apparently we're going to need the same thing over here in the gym because I don't know what's going on. Sorry. 4-3 in favor of Edwardsville. Collinsville still keeping it alive. They'll push it over to the net, and now Edwardsville back over this way for Say off the top of the net, and Collinsville keeps it alive. And now getting it over is Mackenzie Johnson into the backcourt. Picked up over here to the near side. Trying to shove it across was Carban, and she does. And now Collinsville still alive with it. A save off of the hands of Conway all the way back in the back. Conway has to get it over. She does. Scheller sets it up for Johnson. Scheller gets the return set up, and then Scheller just sees the empty spot over there and uses that fingertip touch to get it over, and we're tied at 4. Back to serve it up now for Collinsville. Aubrey Johnson, the freshman. Looks like a Picasso painting, doesn't it? Screen's all mumbled jumbled. There is a point for Edwardsville despite the save attempt by Sydney Summer, 5-4 in favor of the Tigers. They won the first match 25-12. JV lost 25-8 and 25-4. Serve coming up from Emma Garner, and Collinsville picks it up over here to Jenna Scheller on the near side. Initially blocked out, like instantly. Over there is Sydney Summer. She'll push one over everybody's head, and it stays in. Collinsville ties it back up at 5. The only thing I can do right now is just shut everything down and fire everything back up, and by the time we do all that, this would almost probably be over. I don't know. Here's Emma Stonehammer. She serves. Picked up by Garner. Moved over to the side for Davis, and it was low, and Aubrey Johnson got a hand on it, but it stayed level with the ground. Now back to serve, Sydney Harris. She does so. Picked up by Sydney Summer, and Mackenzie Johnson back to Summer. Off some hands and back into the back. And Collinsville ties it up again. We are knotted at 6. Collinsville's turn to serve, and it'll be the junior, Addie Johnson, to go back and handle those responsibilities. Johnson sends it across, and a point to Collinsville, as it was an illegal rotation over there by the Tigers, so the Kahawks are up 7-6. And Addie Johnson will go back to serve again. Addie sends it across. Picked up by Garner. And a block up front by Collinsville keeps it alive. Sydney Summer with another chance. She sends it across the way, and Edwardsville picks that up. Now Garner slams it down, and even though Aubrey Johnson got a hand on it, it went straight down again, and we are tied at 7. Back to serve, Lexi Griffin. Griffin sends it into the back line, and it's picked up there by Johnson. Moved over to Addie Johnson, who sets it up for Sydney Summer. What a dig there by Aubrey Johnson. Man, she saved it there. And now a simple little touch. Gabby Say went about 10 feet up in the air. Looked like she was going to slam it down for sure. And while she was in midair, everybody kind of backed up expecting that slam, and she just put a fingertip on it, and down it went. And it's an 8-1 Tigers lead in the back. Johnson picks it up. Addie Johnson sends it across after the pickup by the younger sister Aubrey, and then a slam by Gabby Say, and it's now 9-7 in favor of Edwardsville. Yeah. Almost like a new toaster, isn't it? I've got old toasters that perform better than this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stop this recording. And then I'm going to add another one. See if that helps. So you're going to see an orange screen here as Edwardsville sends it down for another point. 9-7 in favor of Edwardsville. Make that 10-7 now. There's the orange screen. So we're going to go ahead and start this process all over again and see if that helps at all. Over on the far side, Sydney Summer gets it, and a save there by Edwardsville, and then Sydney Summer couldn't quite get it over the net on the rebound try. And there's a timeout on the floor, so we will add that. And we'll see what happens when it pops back up. Who knows? Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I probably got to go to a commercial and then come back and it'll maybe up. I don't know. Probably take about 30 seconds for it to pop back up usually. So we'll step aside, play a commercial, and hey, there we go. Now if everything can get caught back up. Nope. Doesn't know what to do, does it? Clock goes up, clock goes down. 32 seconds, and then my clock here live says 10 seconds, and this one says 25. That did not help at all, folks. I honestly don't have any more tricks up my sleeve. 11-7 in favor of Edwardsville. Serve comes across. Emma Stouthammer picks it up over on the far side. Oh, boy. 11-8. Edwardsville makes it 12-8. I will guarantee you, folks, that there is no one more upset about this stuff than I am. Served by Davis, picked up by Stouthammer in the back, and Eddie Johnson moves it backward, sets it up for Mackenzie Johnson, and picked up by the libero, and then moved across, and almost a point there by Donovan. She shakes her head. She couldn't believe it wasn't a point. Collinsville saves it again. Getting it over, it is Sydney Summer. And now Edwardsville goes back to work. Here is a pushover by Garner, picked up by Stouthammer. And then a shove over that was going to go out of bounds. Edwardsville kept it alive. And then a slam shot goes into the net. Collinsville will get the point. No, we're not recording on a new toaster. We're recording on an old kaleidoscope. Of course, I'm sure there's a lot of people that don't know what a kaleidoscope is. I just dated myself. Here is Megan Summer. She sends it across, picked up by Conway, moved over to the side, and a block up there, nicely done, off the power shot by Gardner. And now, nice save over there by Scheller. And across the way it goes, picked up by Conway again. Edwardsville sets it up. They just have to get it across on a bad angle for a setup. Now Eddie Johnson sets it up for McKenzie, picked up in the backcourt by Griffin. And now a one-hand shove over, and it didn't go over. One-hand shove by Gabby Say went into the net. Collinsville only trailing by 2. It's 12-10 in favor of Edwardsville. And back to serve once again, Megan Summer. Summer barely gets it across. Those low shots are always hard to contain, but Edwardsville stays alive, and a big shot there by Emma Gardner. And she went from in front of the net and all the way into the back corner on Collinsville's side. And it's a 13-10 advantage for Edwardsville. And the Tigers will serve it up again, and Caitlin Conway will do so. Picked up into the backcourt by Summer, sent over for Scheller. Scheller off of a partial block. That one falls in, and Collinsville again, only down by 2, 13-11. Hard line in the press box at the football field. Supposed to be set in there maybe tomorrow or Thursday during the day, so hopefully we won't run into this problem again when we do Thursday's soccer game. There's a point by Edwardsville, 14-11, and definitely by the time the Friday football game rolls around. Not that, one sport deserves any more better coverage than the other sport, but still, got some important stuff coming up. Boys soccer team is on a roll. They're in Alton tonight looking for win number 9 in a row. And, of course, the football team has already won their first 6 games of the year. Here is Edwardsville, and Say does it again. Emma Gardner, does it again. 15-11. Collinsville down by 4. Jayhawks did lead in this set, 7-6 at one point. It's the only lead they've had so far in the 2 sets against Edwardsville. And back to serve, and doing so is Veith. Collinsville sets it up for Scheller. Scheller Slams it down, but it's picked up by Conway. Moved over to the side. Blocked out, but out of bounds. The question is did Carban touch it? I think she did, but they're going to give the point to Edwardsville, and they're not going to get much of an argument from Collinsville. Hard to tell. And it's a 16-11 advantage now by the Tigers. Here is Madison Veith again. Sends it up the near side, far sideline, Johnson, Summer to Summer, and then Johnson gets it over. And big slam by Sydney Harris. And Veith ready to serve it up again, 17-11. And that one is going to make it 18-11, as that one is hit inbounds, but then it goes all the way out of bounds, right underneath where we are located. Timeout on the floor, so we'll step aside for just a moment as well. Back after a brief message on the Kahok Sports
Just because
Network.
we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking, conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA Storage Team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100.
(19-11) in favor of Edwardsville. Coming back out of the commercial, it like lags for an extra 30 seconds, and I can't even talk until then. Here's another serve by Veith, picked up by Megan Summer and sent over on a backward shot. And Aubrey Johnson was scooting up into the middle of the floor to make a play, but that left the entire near sideline open, like by 8 feet. And that's exactly where Edwardsville put it, 20-11. In favor of Edwardsville. Scheller. Nope. Hits the front of the net, came straight down the net, tried to keep it alive, but it just gets right back into that net. And after that, it was the fourth touch, and that makes it 21-11 in favor of Edwardsville, and Veith will go back to serve again. Picked up by Megan Summer. Moved ahead, and Aubrey Johnson sends it across. Edwardsville almost hit the scoreboard. Kill shot, one side to the other side, and that barely stayed in. Off of the big-time slam by Emma Garner. And it's 22-11 in favor of Edwardsville. They are 3 set points away from taking this match. Another serve by Veith, picked up by Megan Summer. And Mackenzie Johnson moves it over for Sydney Summer. Blocked out, and nice job by Scheller to stay with it. Back on Edwardsville's side. Conway over to Garner, and Garner, that's too far. Oh, really? Well, they're going to say it tipped off of a hand up front, and that makes it 23-11 in favor of Edwardsville. And Veith moving over a little bit now to serve. And that's short into the net, 23-12. Collinsville gets one of those back, but Canucks have a long way to go here. Here is Aubrey Johnson back to serve it up for Collinsville. Aubrey sends it across. It's deep, and it's in. Conway, the libero, let it go, and it stayed in. Canucks down by 10. 23-13. And Aubrey Johnson ready to serve up another one. She does. picked up by Conway. Moved back into the middle, and Garner takes care of the rest. 24-13. Kahok's got 12 points in the first set. They're at 13 here. And here is Garner with the serve. Stouthammer almost messed that serve up, but it stays over. Picked up by Conway. And now a kill shot that was a little bit too strong for Chloe Carban, and Collinsville back to within 10, 24-14. Emma Stouthammer, the libero, back to serve it up now for Collinsville. Enjoyed my interview with her a couple of weeks ago. Stouthammer sends it over. Picked up by Conway. Moved over, and that's all she wrote, folks. A kill shot by Sydney Harris. And Edwardsville wins here tonight 25-12 and 25-14. Well, we're going to have a post-game show for you, brought to you by Cafe Agape in Collinsville, home of the Kahok Chicken Sandwich. Since 2012, Cafe Agape has been doing their thing, and their thing is offering catering and some of the best home-cooked food in the area. Give Cafe Agape a call today, 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. We'll be back up to wrap up a night here at Fletcher Gymnasium in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, fish, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they still cater. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and much more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses as well as delicious sides. Cafe Agape in Collinsville is the only place to pick up a Kahok sandwich or dog and the new Flamin' Kahok sandwich. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road. Give them a call at 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. And don't forget to tell them Stewie sent you.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Visit Brad Keene with Visionary Wealth Advisors at his new Collinsville office located at 106 North Clinton, or call Brad at 618-467-8420. Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside's all-star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Lakeside Roofing, celebrating 50 years of serving the metro area. Choose experience, choose Lakeside. Having problems keeping your ride on the road? Roadman Automotive in Collinsville can help you keep your ride rolling. Roadman Automotive offers everything from diagnostic tests when that check engine light comes on to tune-ups, alignments, brake and suspension work, and more. Oil changes at Roadman Automotive start at just $35. Roadman Automotive is open from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Friday and is located at 936 St. Louis Road in Collinsville. Check out the Roadman Automotive Facebook page for daily specials. Call Roadman Automotive at 618-223-1878, online at roadmanautomotivecollinsville.com. Roadman Automotive. Keep your ride on the road with Roadman Automotive. Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, fish, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they still cater. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and much more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday
and party favorites, both main courses as well as delicious sides. Cafe Agape in Collinsville is the only place to pick up a Kahok sandwich or dog and the new Flamin' Kahok sandwich. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road. Give them a call at 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. And don't forget to tell them Stewie sent you. Once again, welcome back to Jumbled Land and Pixelots and whatever. I apologize, everybody. I apologize to the sponsors, apologize to the viewers, and I'm getting kind of tired of apologizing to everybody for the crappy quality that these live streams have been putting out the last couple of weeks. And, sometimes we get them fixed and we've wasted the pregame show and you missed the first touchdown last week in the football game. And I, quite frankly, am just kind of fed up with it all. So we're going to go ahead and end it there before I say things that are going to get me in trouble. Collinsville loses tonight, 25-8, 25-4 JV to Edwardsville, 25-12, 25-14 varsity to Edwardsville. We will try to do better. We always try to do better, and we will try that again Thursday night when we are across the way at Kahok Stadium for a little boys soccer action as your Collinsville Kahawks play host to the Belleville East Lancers. A big thank you to Katie McCarthy joining us in the pregame show. And, again, I apologize to everyone, and hopefully Thursday night we'll get it all figured out. Until then, everybody enjoy the rest of your night and enjoy your tomorrow.